I'd like to welcome everyone to my presentation today. I'm going to be speaking to you about why you should do an apprenticeship. Before I start, can I just ask a quick question? How many people have done an apprenticeship or taking part in one as we speak? Uh, Thank you. I thought before we go into more detail, I'll tell you a bit more about myself. I'm 17 years old. I'm a huge sports fan. I love watching any sport, mainly rugby. I started my training at the AMRC on the 8th of September 2014. From there, I've completed my first year training at AMRC. I'm now back at my current company, what is Cooper Internal Limited. My goal is from the AMRC is to become a fully qualified engineer, then go on to further myself even more within my company. Coming into the AMRC, I had a wide range of results from my GCSEs. I had 2 Ds, one in my English and one in graphic products. However, they didn't hold me back as much as they were my target grades. So from them, I'm still able to progress. I am now able, from them, I spoke to the Barnsley College. They gave me my college grades, but I would have to move forward with my predicted grades and my aspirational targets. From this, then I was able to learn how to machine product. No, sorry. Was given target grades I would have to aim for while doing my tech certificate, what goes hand in hand with my MVQ level 3 to give me my fully qualified engineer certificate. So after completing my first year, I got distinctions on my units. I'm now on my way to completing my second year where I'm on course again to achieve distinctions across the board. I've also completed certain qualifications already during my time at AMRC. The first being my functional skills in ICT, the second being my MVQ level 2 where I did 6 weeks manual milling, 6 weeks manual turning and 6 weeks hand fitting. I can only move on to my level 3 MVQ after I completed these. So it was very crucial I did achieve them. As I've stated, I've also completed my first year in BTEC. I've also won 2 awards recently. First being Barnsley College Academic Apprentice of the Year, and the second being the highest award you can achieve from AMRC is AMRC Apprentice of the Year. So I was very happy to achieve them. From winning that, I will be spending a week in Brazil with WEG, visiting several industries within Brazil. So I'm looking very forward to doing that. My apprenticeship course is actually mechanical manufacturing. From this, I'll be able to move into CNC and different sectors like research and development. After I've gained enough experience, that is my goal, to move into research and development and just keep pushing forward my career. My favourite part about being a CNC engineer is the fact that I'm going to be challenged every day through my working life. So I'm able to move forward and keep excelling in new tasks and new jobs. Hopefully they'll make me a better engineer so I'm able to achieve great things, because without struggles we're not able to achieve greater things. When moving into the apprenticeship, I didn't think it would change me that much, but coming in straight from my school life, you do have to adapt, and this is one of the reasons why I did choose to do an apprenticeship. It gives you get treated more as an adult. As in schools, you tend to sometimes you feel get talked down to. I personally thought, but coming into this MRC, they treat me like an adult. But it also works both ways. If you mess about as an adult, you face the punishments as an adult. Pardon me. So if your company found out, and your company would find out, you would be faced with disciplinaries, warnings, maybe in severe cases, even a sacking. But that's one of the reasons why I did choose it, because it treats you like an adult. You've got nowhere to hide if you mess about, as you did in school. It makes you grow as an individual. Another reason why I chose to do an apprenticeship and in the engineering sector is the fact that I would be able to learn how to learn new skills, such as being able to program a CNC. From that, I'm able to do more complex designs and different products. I'm now looking forward to excelling myself even more and just keep going and just keep pushing myself. And another reason why I chose to do an apprenticeship is the fact that I will be getting paid to learn. Aspect for me was by getting paid and to learn, it gives you more motivation, but it also means you've got to produce results. So if your company's paying you a good rate, about £5 an hour, they want an apprentice to be able to do a job that's worth £5 an hour, and not just sit around twiddling my thumbs sat next to a workbench. So it works both ways again. You have to produce for work in order to get the money you want. Otherwise, you're not going to go anywhere. After deciding I wanted to do an apprenticeship in engineering, I had to choose a role. Originally, I wanted to do a electrical engineering course, as it appealed to me in different ways, working on how the machines and fix them. However, after consideration, a mechanical manufacturing course would be better suited for me because I enjoy making things. I've always enjoyed playing with Lego. As you're building new things, you can make up anything you want, and designing your own products. That's why engineering has been such a big appeal to me. I've always looked forward to manufacturing parts and making new items. So that was one of the main reasons why I did choose to do an apprenticeship. But apprenticeships just not limited to like Pacific being a CNC operator. Within the engineering world, you can do a number of apprenticeships, such as electrical engineering, maintenance engineer, technical support. What you can do a variety of subjects such as CAD, maintenance again, and touch on other areas. There's all for an apprenticeship to work. For you to apprenticeship appeals that much because there's so much variety, and you're able just to excel yourself. Like sometimes you might find a job's not for you, but if you keep at it with the apprenticeship training, you will benefit from it. So you're able to keep growing and growing. From my apprenticeship, I want to achieve more accolades. I want to be able to achieve moving to CNC, moving to R&D after completing my third year. As with anything, you need to be qualified and be able to prove yourself that you're able to learn and work at the same time. I also want to do a HNC in engineering, as it's a further accolade to have under my CV, be able to keep pushing myself. Sorry. In conclusion, I would highly recommend doing an apprenticeship. Even you can do an apprenticeship coming out of school, and even doing one when you're 25. The apprenticeship scheme does work. It's shown I've achieved well from doing an apprenticeship, not being the best academic with exams. Coursework helps me lots, but I highly recommend if you want to go back and learn a new trade, using an apprenticeship scheme. Because from now I'm going to keep growing and growing. You're always learning until the very last day you work. I found you pick up new skills. It's like foreshadowing, you should say. You're always going to learn new things every day. So that's why I want to do that's why I did an apprenticeship. I would thank you very much for listening. I'm happy for you to ask me any questions from now if you want to. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.